What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time 3D. In the last episode, we corrected a time paradox, went to the bottom of the well, and got ourselves the Lens of Truth. Now, it's worth noting that if you're not going for 100%, after you get the lens, you can pretty much just leave the bottom of the well. Since I am going for 100% though, there's still some stuff we gotta do down here. And we're gonna use the lens to accomplish that. Now, what the Lens of Truth allows you to do is actually see through walls, chests, floors, anything that's fake, it'll pretty much reveal to you. In this area, Navi's just alerting us to the fact that our floor masters, but don't worry too much about that because we're going to jump directly down the center and go to the basement of this area. Now, I don't really consider the bottom of the well a temple, but the game does, and as a result, there still are the generic temple items, the first of which is right behind these boulders. So, if we blow those up, run past this redid, we should be able to make it to this chest, trigger the cutscene, and then of course we'll be safe, but more importantly, we will get the first of the generic temple items, which is, of course, the dungeon map. And I know it's kind of weird to be collecting everything out of order, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Anyways, we're going to go and collect all of these silver rupees. There's 5 again, as per usual, but the first 3 are surrounded by this lake of acid, which has hands of dead people sticking out of it, which is really gross, by the way. Like, how did this game keep its E rating? Like, there was a lot of things that slipped by back in the day, I guess. Anyways, the last of the 5 silver rupees will be up this ladder and to our left by the door. You actually need to collect all of them to open this door, so if you missed one, well, you're out of luck because you got to go back and get it. But this will bring us back up to the main floor, and if we put on our Lens of Truth, we can actually go back out here to the main hub room, and if we go to the right, there's actually another large chest over here. So already we're getting our second generic temple item, which is going to be the dungeon compass, of course. Now, it's worth noting that all the chests that are on the map are not required to 100% this area, so as a result, I'm only going to get the ones that we need. The first of which is right over here. This chest is going to contain a small key. There's 3 total small keys that we actually need in this area. The second of which is on the opposite side of this hallway from where we just were. And if we take a left right here, there's actually another hidden room with a small chest in it. And of course, this is going to be our second small key. So now that we've got that, we're going to head back into the central room because there's 2 locked doors in there. It doesn't really matter which one you go in first. It doesn't make a difference. This one's just closer. So let's take out these keys real quick because they're going to be a problem for us. I wish I had ammo for my slingshot, but I don't, so I'm going to have to use the boomerang, as inaccurate as that is. But I'll do my best to just kill all these keys as quick as I can. But you'll notice that this room just seems like it's a giant pit. But if we put on the Lens of Truth, whoa, there's actually a passageway. And I guess I should bring up the point that you don't really need the Lens of Truth to actually access these hidden rooms or walk on these hidden passageways. If you memorize the entire layout, you could actually do it without picking up the lens, and you'd be just fine, but I do recommend picking it up just because of how useful it is later on in the game anyways. But we're going to go to the other side of this room where the other locked door is now, and go and collect another gold skull. So that's basically all we needed to do in the bottom of the well, was collect these 3 gold skulltulas. So let's just take out this Deku Baba and these floating pots of death. Now what's funny about these pots is when they attack you, they break and drop items. And most of the time they drop hearts, so although they do like half a heart of damage, they give you a full heart back. So you can actually come out with more health than you originally had, which makes them the most counterproductive enemies of all time, and they're just really stupid. Like, the programming behind that seems very, very counterproductive for what it's supposed to be. Anyways, we're gonna go directly right out of this secret exit and fall down this hole. Now, I believe inside this chest, we just have a recovery heart. Ah, yes, indeed we do. See, I know this area way too well. It's ridiculous. But there's actually a door over here that we want to go through and access another room. Now, in this area, there's actually a brand new enemy called a Gibdo. This is basically a re-dead clone. So, if we play the Sun Song, we can stun them in place. And then, of course, get a free jump attack on them. And that's what I would recommend doing in this particular room. Since there's only one of them, might as well just spam the crap out of the Sun Song, get your 2 jump attacks, and kill this guy. He will be an issue if you just leave him alive anyways, so we'll just take him out real quick. And now that he's gone, what we want to do is take out our Deku Sticks and light the torch on the back left of this room, which will open up this coffin. And this coffin actually contains our next small key. But it also contains Keys! I wonder if that was like a play on words on Nintendo's part, like, oh, let's put the key inside the coffin with the keys, because they sound similar. It wouldn't surprise me, Nintendo, you sneaky dogs, you. Alright, so, now that we got this key, we're going to make our way back out to the main hub area. There's one more locked door that we haven't gone through yet, and it's in the way back right of the bottom of the well, if I remember correctly. So let's just get over there. But before we do, I'm going to switch to my Hylian shield. Reason being, there's actually fire keys in the next area, and I'd rather not lose my Deku shield. Although it really wouldn't be the worst area to lose your Deku shield, because there's actually 2 chests in these next few rooms that we're going to go into that, if you lose a shield, will actually contain a shield restock. So if we burnt our Deku shield, one of the chests would contain a Deku shield, and if we lose our Hylian shield to a like, which is going to be coming up in another room, the chest would contain a new Hylian shield. So the game is kind of forgiving in that matter. Now in this room, you want to be careful of all the holes in the floor that are revealed by your lens of truth. But what I'm going to do is try and take out all these fire keys with my boomerang. I really wanted some slingshot ammo for this particular room, but I guess this wasn't so bad actually. All the fire keys got in within range of my boomerang, so that worked out rather well for me. But let's just blow this Beamos in the middle of the room. And now we can safely cross over to this chest. And like I said, if my Deku shield had burned up in this room, this chest would contain a restock, but instead, it just has 5 rupees in it. So now I've got that, let's go into this room over here. Now, behind this door, there's going to be a like, so as soon as you get in here, just move out of the way as fast as you can to try and avoid him, like eating your shield and stuff like that. A good tactic for taking out the likes as Young Link is use your boomerang to stun it, and then just go in for an attack. Now, if the like eats you, the chest that's behind us will actually contain a Hylian shield restock, but you should be able to get your shield back before he digests it anyways. So here it is. This is the last skeleton. We did all that just so we could get this guy. And I might as well go and pick up the chest while we're here for kicks. It's just going to contain more rupees, I believe. So yeah, really not that big of a deal, but we've pretty much completed everything that we need to collect in the bottom of the well. So let's just play the Prelude of Light and warp back to the Temple of Time. And that works out perfectly for us, because there's actually one minigame that we can play as Young Link that we haven't played yet now that we have the Lens of Truth. So if we go back into Hyrule Castletown Market, actually we need to make it nighttime first, so let me go and play the Sun Song as soon as we get in here. And there we go, messing up the song again. Good job, awesome. Alright, but now that it is nighttime, we want to go to the right corner of the Castletown Market and enter this building right here. This is going to be the treasure chest shop, and dog, why did you follow me? Now whatever, let's talk to the owner. Open the chest and surprise! If you find a key inside, you'll be able to advance. Left or right, try your luck. 10 rupees to play, and yes, of course, we want to try because there's a very, very important item that we will get at the end of this. Now, the dog doesn't get to follow us, and this minigame is technically impossible, but since we have the Lens of Truth, we can actually see inside the chest and will guarantee our victory. So we got to go through all these rooms, make sure we get the small key, and then just advance all the way to the winner's room. I think there's like maybe 8 or so rooms we gotta go through. I don't actually know the proper count. But like I looked online, I think that the probability of you actually getting this without the Lens of Truth is like 1 in every 30-second try. Now, of course, you could go through here and just like memorize through trial and error the location of all the keys, but that would just take way too long. It only takes you like, I don't know, 5 minutes to go with the Lens of Truth from the bottom of the well, so it's really not even worth your time. But this is the last room already, so that was only 5 rooms, not 8. I don't know what I was thinking, but here is the last small key. So this next room is the Victory Room. I'm not going to spoil what's inside using the Lens of Truth. Let's just open it up and find out. And there we go, winner! It's another piece of heart. So there we go, that completes our 17th heart container. That's kind of awesome, right? Now, unfortunately for us, there's no hidden secrets in this room, so if you put in the lens of truth, there's just nothing there. So in order to leave this minigame, we have to actually go back through every single room that we went through to get there in the first place. It would have been nice for them to include like a warp door or something that just takes you back to the beginning after you win, but nope. We literally just gotta walk there. And we can't even play the ocarina in here too, because honestly what I want to do right now is actually go back to the Temple of Time and return to Adult Link. But regardless, we're finally out of that minigame, and we got ourselves our 17th Archidamus, so I guess I can't really complain that much. But like I said, we're going to make our way back towards the Temple of Time and return to Adult Link. There's not much else that I want to do as Young Link right now. We will have to return to Young Link again anyway, so if I miss anything, I can pick it up then, but I'm pretty sure I got everything that I wanted to do done. So, let's head back to the Pedestal of Time, reclaim the Master Sword, and mess with the timeline even more. Here we go. And just like that, we've returned to our adult state, have all our adult items and all our tunics accessible to us once again. Now, there's a few side quests that we want to take care of as Adult Link before we go to the next temple, but we'll do that in the next episode. So once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.